Our Weather Authority forecast as we are tracking a hot and steamy weekend ahead. A live look at Victory Field where the Indians played today, and we have the Friday night fireworks as well. Adam is in for Brian tonight with a look at your forecast.
I mean, it was a beautiful evening for baseball, beautiful evening for fireworks, and even still getting that live look over Victory Field. Taking care of the field, really just going to continue to at least look nice. Really not going to feel nice. Temperatures, though, finally have dropped back into the 70s here in Indianapolis. But dew points, though, still in the upper 60s, so definitely still feeling the humidity, definitely still wearing it, but it's definitely thanks to that breeze out of the south-southeast at 7 miles an hour that's keeping things at least a little more tolerable, at least currently. Weren't really earlier today. We saw temperatures max out just about 89 here. Even this morning, we saw overnight lows in the lower 70s. So both overnight lows and our high temperatures have been above average the past couple of days and will continue really to be that way the next couple of days. And that's thanks to multiple high pressure systems. We see the one that we've been really seeing the past couple of days across the desert southwest. So Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, where the center of that one high pressure is. When we see it down that way, it just really pulls in the warmer air. So you see the temperatures back into the 90s, but at least the core of the heat is where the center of the high pressure is. So across Texas, New Mexico, even into Colorado, where we see the warmest temperatures into the 90s, even hundreds, and where we see the highest heat index. Now, what I'm watching the next couple of days, though, is we're going to see another high pressure start to move out of the Bahamas, Bermudas, really settle into the Carolinas and the Florida Gulf Coast. So that's going to start to pull back in those higher dew points that we were lacking really the past couple of days. So where dew points were in the 50s and 60s, now they're getting it back into the upper 60s, possibly even those oppressive dew points into the 70s by the time we make it to the middle of the week. But it's going to help return rain chances as well. So notice we're dry tomorrow. Sunday, Monday, more so just going to be those straight isolated spotty pop-ups. Most spots I really do expect to stay dry until we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when we'll notice those scattered chances for some showers and storms to return both during the day and overnight hours. Even into Thursday, a few isolated showers could try to linger once the system actually exits. We'll have to, though, watch how quickly that front moves through because we could see those chances try to linger into next Friday as well. So good news, though, is the rain will help dampen temperatures just a little bit. We're back into the 90s tomorrow and Sunday, but notice as the rain chances, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, move in, should help cool things just a few degrees. Still going to feel hot, but at least going to put our temperatures right back to where we should be for this time of year. Now, things trying to cool down just a little bit, where we were in the 80s for feels like all day. We're finally in the 70s across the board. 72 in Kokomo is our cool spot, but still as warm as 79 here in Indianapolis, and those dew points really not helping. So again, dew points in the 60s, it feels sticky when we're even seeing those dew points a little bit higher. So notice into the 70s from Lafayette to Kokomo, Bloomington and Columbus, and even the next couple of days, again, dew points still going to be muggy, still going to feel sticky, but notice how it's a little bit lower through the weekend at least. So where we'll see our warmest temperatures, that's actually where we're going to see our lowest dew points. Where our temperatures cool down, we see those rain chances return. That's just going to be thanks to dew points that are back into the 60s, possibly into the 70s as well. At least tonight, though, really not going to get much relief. We see temperatures pretty much just stay in the 70s. By tomorrow morning, again, we should dip to just about 71. Can't 100% rule out a spot or two that tries to get into the upper 60s, but we're going to quickly warm back up once we're into the day tomorrow. So by 8 a.m., 73, even by lunchtime, by noon, we're back into the mid-80s. Plenty of sunshine, though. Even by dinner time, we'll easily see our temperatures at least in the upper 80s. Again, like today, we could see a few spots to try to push into the 90s as well. Though, we'll continue to stay hot through the rest of the weekend. Again, Sunday, I can't 100% rule out a straight pop-up. Again, I really expect most of us to stay dry. Even into Monday, the only difference, though, was coverage is just going to be a little bit more isolated rather than straying coverage. But then we'll see the better chance for showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday before we see our temperatures back into the upper 80s and 90s to end next week. Dave?
Adam.